What if I told you that a life once left for dead helped create a law that now saves thousands? This is not just a story. This is a second chance wrapped in tragedy, courage, and hope. In 2001, in Allendale County, South Carolina, a newborn baby boy was discovered buried in a landfill. Against all odds, he survived. Nurses who cared for him gave him a name, Daniel. And from that moment, his story became something bigger than himself. It became a call to action. Because of Daniel, a law was born, known as Daniel's Law, or safe haven laws in many states. This law allows a parent to safely surrender a newborn, no questions asked. Instead of leaving a child in danger, they can be taken to a hospital, a fire station, or an emergency care provider. In places like Texas, under what's called the Baby Moses Law, a baby up to 60 days old can be safely surrendered and immediately given care, protection, and a chance at life. Let's be clear. This law is not about punishment. It is about compassion. It is about understanding that sometimes people find themselves in moments they never planned for. Moments filled with fear, isolation, and desperation. And in those moments, this law says there is another way. Because of safe haven laws, thousands of babies have been given a second chance. A chance to be held, a chance to be loved, a chance to grow into a life that might have never been. Some stories begin in darkness, but they don't have to end there. Daniel's story reminds us that even in the most unthinkable circumstances, life can still be chosen, hope can still be given, and sometimes letting go is the very thing that saves a life. In town squares, courtrooms, and quiet conversations, the words pro-life and pro-choice have echoed for decades, often louder than the people they are meant to serve. Each side speaks from conviction. Each side carries concern. Yet somewhere in the middle, real lives continue to unfold. What if, instead of standing on opposite ends, we stepped forward together? What if the conversation shifted, not away from values, but toward responsibility? Responsibility as individuals, to make informed, thoughtful decisions, to understand the weight of life, choice, and consequence. Responsibility as a community, to support mothers without judgment, to ensure access to care, resources, and guidance, to create a world where fewer people feel alone in life-altering moments. Because laws can guide behavior, but communities shape outcomes. And perhaps the question is not only what do we believe, but also how do we show up for one another? In that space between belief and action is where responsibility lives. And maybe, just maybe, that is where real change begins. My dear listeners, the safe haven laws are one way we as a community show responsibility and compassion. Thank you to Call who made these laws happen. Thank you for listening. You can find us on Facebook and other platforms for many more emerging stories. Sometimes we post several times a day. Let us know what stories you would like to hear. Grant thy favor, subscribe, say hello, and return for the next tidings of the realm. To find the safe haven laws in your state, go to the website National Safe Haven Alliance.